Hey guys, so today we're going to be installing this Micro Air Easy Start on my travel trailer. So bought this used off of eBay, got it for about $185. These list for about $299, and sometimes you can catch them on sale for around $275 or even sometimes $250. But anyway, because I bought this used, I have to do a learning reset on these, because this originally was learned or paired or whatever you want to call it with whoever had this before in their compressor with their air conditioner. So what we will do here is I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. It's just basically switching a pin, applying power for 10 seconds, and then putting the jumper back the way it was. So I'm going to show you where it is here, and then we're going to go up on the roof of the RV, take it apart, and you'll get that going. Just to show you here too, there's 4 wires here basically. In an RV it's pretty easy. Basically this brown one here, you'll take your existing white wire that goes into your run cap on your, and again this all depends on what model, but the most common model of air conditioner on a lot of the RVs out there are the Coleman air conditioners. So what I'm describing is that. So basically the white wire that goes into the run cap that also goes into the compressor, you'll cut that, and then you'll join it, you'll butt splice it into this brown wire, and then you'll take this white wire from the Micro Air and you'll plug it into that spot that you removed it from. And the orange wire goes to the Herm on the run cap, and the black wire gets connected in with the purple and black wire up at the air conditioner. And that's really all that's to it. That's how simple it is for that particular model to wire up. So anyway, enough talking. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this cover off, and I'm gonna kind of point to the connector. It's hard to see, but in your lower left corner here, right here, there's a jumper. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right now that black jumper is on 3 and 4, which is why you can't really see the pins. So what I'm gonna do is put it on 4 and 5. So you can see the 6 pins there a little more clear. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it in this way. But that now sits on 4 and 5. So it's kind of hard to see. But what I'll do is put it that way, power it up for 10 seconds, and put it back on. Okay, so what we're doing is we're up here on the roof. We've got the meter on the common wire, and I got it set to max amps. So when I turn this on, we're going to record what this is before we start it. But if you look in here, there's no additional components other than the fan capacitor and the compressor capacitor. So you can see my air conditioner here, the model number, it's a 482-254-C869. The locked rotor amps is, the compressor rotor amps is 59.3, and the running is 11.2. So we'll test all those as well. I suspect they're going to be a little less when we actually do the test. But this actually is a 15K BTU. The one I had in my other RV was a 13,000, and the difference is the one in the other RV, well, other than this has additional cooling capacity, but the other RV, it used a total of 1,000 watts when running. This one uses about 1,400 watts when running, 1,450 watts. So it does use about an extra 350 watts when it's running. So, all right, I'm gonna get on and go ahead and just give this a first start without the the Micro Air on there, just to see what we're pulling. Okay, it may be a little hard to hear here. The wind is extremely high. The compressor's running, and you can see that it recorded 23 amps in startup. And it's using 654 right now. Mind you, that's just the compressor, not the fan as well. So 23 amps times 120 volts. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but I know 23 times 100 is 2300. So add another a little bit to that, so you can see how that exceeds a typical small suitcase generator like a Honda 2000. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wire everything else up and see what we can get this down to. All right, so what I went ahead and did was I turned it on 10 seconds, turned it off, then I put the jumper back to learn mode, and we're gonna go ahead and give it its first run. So I got it set for max amps. When I did that the first time, it said 12. So again, I don't know if that 12 means anything or not, 12 amps when I put it in the first time. So we'll see what happens here this next time. So I'm gonna go down, start it up, and we'll check it out. This will be technically start 2. Okay, so this is start 2. Compressor's running. 10 amps. So that's the max. Now again, this meter's not great. It might not be 100% perfect, but so we reduced it from 23 to 10. And 10 amps times 120 is 1200 watts. So now I'll be able to start this with an inverter that can handle 1200 watts. I can start it with a small suitcase generator that will, my Honda 2000 will easily handle 1200 watts on surge. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a few more starts and see if that number goes up or down. All right, so here's where I decided to install it. All right, so here's start 4. You can see we're down to 9. Super impressive. I went ahead and mounted the micro start with dual-sided tape, kind of like it right there. Okay, one more start here, we'll see where we're at. Okay, this is the 5th and final start. Let's see where we're at. 9. So there you have it. We went from 23 to 9. Huge improvement. Okay guys, so what we're going to do here is our final test is I brought up my Honda 2000 generator, and we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. We're going to try plugging it in. So from the port of the RV travel trailer, sitting right here, we're going to plug it in. I have the air on inside, so as soon as I plug it in, because it's switched on, it should take a few seconds. The compressor should kick on, and it should be able to start this 15,000 BTU air conditioner in the economy mode on the generator. So the overload light may come on, but it should start it. So here we go. We're gonna give it a shot. Never came on, which was really good because, like I said, I think it's now about 1,000 watts of incoming rush when it does come on, which is well in the parameters of the generator. But what happened was I didn't plug the cord in all the way, so the cord came out, and now that I plug it back in, it's got to do a 5-minute cycle. So it's got to wait 5 minutes, and then it'll try to come on again. So we're gonna wait here, and we'll record it when it comes back on. You saw you heard the compressor kick on. The overload light never came on, which is great. And right now it's running the air conditioner, which is great. And again, the whole purpose of putting this soft starter in for me was to be able to run this air conditioner off of one Honda EU 2000 in eco mode. Because quite frankly, when this the air conditioner cycles off, the RPMs will drop down dramatically, and you won't even really be able to hear it run. So this another reason for the soft starter really is for an inverter that you might be using. So if you have an inverter inside of your travel trailer or RV, you'll be able to start that air conditioner up with an adequately sized inverter as well.